77-year-old Memorial Stadium, the site as the Cowboys of Oklahoma State take on the Jayhawks of Kansas. Hey, hi, everybody. I'm Terry again, and welcome to the first full weekend of college football on ABC. For Oklahoma State, the expectations are higher than in at least a decade. 17 starters are back from a team that put them back on the map last year. Now they look to take it to the next level, become one of the nation's elite. Terry Allen at Kansas, 5-6 a year ago, but a revamped offense, West Coast style. He has opened it up, restructured the defense. Today he begins to find out what the results will be. Tony Lindsay, the quarterback, and Bob Simmons have overcome health problems. They can't wait to get it going. Let's go to New York.
All right, Todd will join us at halftime. Right now, let's get you up to date on the Major League home run race. Mark McGwire did it again today in his first at bat against Dennis Reyes of the Reds. The Reds, the only team he had not hit a home run against. He has number 60, tying Babe Ruth. Next up, Roger Maris at 61. Sammy Sosa plays later on tonight. He is on 57 home runs. Tennessee against Syracuse. What a game this one has been. Nathan Trutt with 4 field goals and Donovan McNabb a terrific day. We'll see you at halftime with more on that. Your opening kick is up next.
People ask me what's Mark going to do 2 years from now, 5 years from now. I say, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Oklahoma State, he is a great talent. Tall, rangy guy, strong-armed, loves to run, and he will test the corners today. He'll run the option, and they are very effective with that. Also, when he drops the pass, he may... That means he's either being chased or sacked. He is a passer. He likes to get in the pocket. I'll tell you this, if he is sharp and throws about 30 times today, Kansas has a shot. But he's got to be sharp. He needs early success to build his confidence. Well, on the other 12 Coach of the Year last season. His first year he was 4-8. Then he went to 5-6 and 8-4 a year ago. Right before the season, 11 players suspended, so he's dealing shorthanded at that point anyway. And he was really, Tim, within 2 overtime games of going to a 10-win season.
Yeah, very congenial, professorial coach. Done a masterful job. He is intense, especially coming into this game.
So we're set to go. Kansas won the toss, and they will receive the opening kickoff. Mitch Bowles goes out of bounds, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
A lot of people didn't know how that was going to be ruled, but that was a muff that carried it into the end zone, so they'll bring it out to the 20.
Never had possession. The Chili's starting lineups, the offensive line, Bob Smith gets a start for the injured Dan Dircher. They have 5 returning starters on that line, but Dircher out with a knee injury, so we'll see how they handle that. Justin Glasgow, maybe the best offensive lineman. Tremaine Fulton, the wideout, had 10 catches a year ago. 4 of them went for touchdowns. The only man to catch a touchdown pass for Kansas last year from the wideout spot. Norris and Winbush in the backfield. Winbush will play a lot along with Bowles, that Pony Express backfield. Wegner to throw out of the backfield. Winbush with the catch and a big gain of about 9, about a yard shy of a first down. Trent Alexander, the strong safety, came up to make the stop. And the defensive front for Oklahoma State, a good one and a veteran one, but Alton Weaver moved from defensive end out of that defensive tackle spot. Jamal Williams, of course, went to the NFL. Their linebackers, a great group. Thomas Metcalf and Knowles, but you'll also see Kenyatta Wright and Raymond Cato in there a lot. They're the stars. In fact, Kenyatta Wright, a Butkus candidate, and in the secondary, Alexander, the leader there.
Terry, they had enough for the first down on the little swing pass, and so this was first down, and they stumble out of the backfield. But the point being, they're going to throw a lot today. This is a team, because they didn't have the talent last year, they stayed pretty close to the vest. But he wants to open up, Terry Allen does, and he wants this guy to do it. He wants Zach Wegner to go to the West Coast offense, little dink and dunk, high percentage things, to avoid the pressure that they're giving from Oklahoma State.
Now, after a year last year in which Wegner started 6 times, Matt Joner, the starting quarterback, went down with an injury. He gained some confidence. And there's a pass to the tight end, Brian Gray, the senior out of Liberty, Missouri. So Wegner getting that early confidence, as you mentioned, he needed.
But first down is so important to this offense. They've got to pick up good yardage on first down. And see, they stumbled out of the backfield. Now they come back with this. It's the dink and dunk stuff. We're telling you, the high percentage short passes, but it doesn't get much yardage. So, and consequently, now it brings up 3rd down and long for Kansas, and that's not the position they want to be in.
Now, if you're quarterback, though, and you're facing this defense, at least you're getting that feeling of completing passes. You're not moving the football at this point. Big 3rd and 8 on his first drive, though, confidence-wise for Wegner. Out of the gun with time to throw.
to the near sideline, but overthrows Jermaine Fulton by quite a bit. Adam Edwards on the coverage.
Yeah, the crowd was calling for contact, but the ball wasn't catchable. Way overthrown, so no flag. Good no call on that.
So Wegner, a couple of completions early on, but the initial first down, and then Oklahoma State's defense holds.
And I thought he looked comfortable, too. They want him to get that early success because they say when he struggles, he gets down on himself, and it hurts the whole offense.
Terrence Richardson back after missing last year. He'll be one of the keys offensively and returning punts for Oklahoma State. Matt Tyler, the redshirt freshman, with his first punt. Not a good one, off the side of his foot. And bouncing back near the 40-yard line. In fact, outside of the 40-yard line at the 42. Only a 26-yard effort. And Tyler, a redshirt freshman, in for Joey Pelfanio, who they thought would play, but is ineligible. And you look at that offensive front for Oklahoma State. A solid veteran line. Jeremy Opit out of Paris, Texas, kind of anchors it at the center position. As we continue with the Chile starting lineup, Derek Steggs, the tight end, took over last year for Alonzo Mays, played well. Nathan Simmons will split time in the backfield, of course, with Jamal Fobbs. The two gained about 1,600 yards a year ago. For the first down, they give it to Jeremy Halford, the junior fullback out of Elkhart, Kansas. Drills ahead for about 3. And the defensive front, Deion Johnson, the only returning starter. This is one of the concerns for Terry Allen. They are not deep on the defensive front at all. But some big play linebackers. Pat Brown has caused 13 turnovers throughout his career. He had 8 a year ago. Steve Bratton, very solid at linebacker, too. 2nd and 5 as Lindsey comes up to the line. Going to run the option. He'll keep it 90% of the time at least when he runs, and a big gain and a first down inside Kansas territory.
You know, Terry, this is what we were talking about at the top of the show. We're talking about how tall and rangy he is, but he also is strong. He's got that good vision. Now he says when he brings that ball down the line of scrimmage on the option, if he sees a crease, he's going to keep it. Doesn't want to risk the pitch. Look at this. All right, now there's the tackler that he's trying to option. And if you look out there and you look at number 1 Simmons, he's wide open. But instead, Lindsey takes the crease, breaks the tackle, and picks up the first.
He rarely pitches that football. If you're a defensive player down the line, you know you can key on him. The problem is actually making the play.
You heard what he told us yesterday. He never wants to pitch the football. And out of all the films the coaches watching Kansas, I think he only pitched it 3 times.
He's very open about it. He just beats you. He gets to the spot first. Nathan Simmons, the son of the coach, fighting his way over the left side of the line. Andrew LeClaire, redshirt freshman linebacker, in on the stop.
Let's make a point right here. It is hot. You've already said that early on. So depth is going to be a factor today because it's going to be well over 100 degrees on the field. And right now, Oklahoma State has the advantage there. Kansas, I think out of the 89 players, 44 were recruited by Terry Allen. That's it. He's still not deep. He hadn't been here long enough. Where Simmons has been there 4 or 5 years now, starting his 5th year. He's got players, he's got depth, and that's going to be a factor.
Split Terrence Richardson out to the near side now out of that backfield. So a 3-receiver set. On 2nd down, Lindsey to throw. Overthrows Terrence Richardson, who took a pop. Chad Colner, the junior of Salina, Kansas. It made him pay.
Yeah, not only does the receiver go down, but look at Tony Lindsey. As soon as he releases the ball, he's got a helmet under his chin. He landed on his butt. Now, the more they can do that today, the more Lindsey's going to start thinking back there, get a little gun shy, get those happy feet. That's what they want to accomplish today. So what we'll do is we'll keep a count on the number of times Lindsey gets knocked down.
Young redshirt freshman Marcellus Rivers now in at tight end. Went to the same high school as Alonzo Mays. Lindsey throws quickly. Saul had it in his hands, but Jamie Harris, the left cornerback and a senior, the only returning starter in that secondary, popped it.
He's a time-tested veteran with a lot of confidence. Coaches love him. He has 5 career interceptions. As you mentioned, the guy timed it perfectly. That was a catch. Then he hit him immediately and knocked it loose.
Harris with 28 starts throughout his career. Only 4 others back there for Kansas. It's a defense that is very young. Scott Elder on to punt. Henry Childs, the young star who will be a star here at Kansas, no question. His father played in the NFL. He's back deep. Going to watch this one sail all the way to the back of the end zone. So a 39-yard punt, but Elder would like About 15 of those back. Early on here in the first of the Big 12 opener, no score. Both defenses playing well at this point.
Hey, can you play Macarena? Yeah, will you play Smoking Broken Heart? Hey, man, my girl left me. Could you send out a tune?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back. I got my baby back.
Rogaine Extra Strength works for 4 out of 5 men.
What do you mean works?
Regrows hair, or at least stops hair loss.
With my luck, I'll be that 5th guy.
Probably not. But here's our guarantee. Give Rogaine Extra Strength an honest chance. You be the judge. It stops hair loss, or regrows hair. More hair, thicker hair, faster, or we give your money back. Guaranteed. Rogaine Extra Strength works for you, or your money back.
I can't lose.
So, what'll it take for you to buy this car today?
Buying this SUV today or not?
I want you to walk out of here with the just for you. I got a great idea.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk to my boss.
My supervisor.
We're gonna have a deal, right?
Log on to AutoVitel.com. Arm yourself with dealer invoice and retail list prices. Choose any make, any model. No hassles, no haggling, low prices. AutoVitel.com. We're changing the way America buys cars.
Michael Madsen, Vengeance Unlimited. ABC Tuesday, September 29th.
No score early on here in the first in Lawrence, Kansas, Memorial Stadium. About 100 degrees down on the field. You don't think that turf is hot down there, do you?
Well, you know it's well over 100 degrees. We were down there earlier, spent yesterday down there through 2 practices with Kansas and Oklahoma State, and it is just brutal.
First and 10 at the plate.
Both have practiced in this for the last month or so, but game speed is a little bit different. Zach Wagner, a couple of completions on the first series and 1 first down. Out of the shotgun, going to give it to Winbush, who has a hole immediately. Then it's closed down ahead to the 22. And right now, for the first time, let's go back to our New York studio and to John Saunders.
Terry, and also for the first time, the Burger King update. This one, a wild game under the dome between Syracuse and Tennessee. Jeff Hall hits the field goal from 26 yards out. Bill Fulmer and the squad have the victory 34-33. Second straight year that Syracuse's home opener ended on the final play of the game. Terry.
Wow. Peyton who?
Yeah, T. Martin looks awfully good. Tennessee wins by a point. Wow, right.
Wagner overthrows Fulton for the second time on the rollout. And they'll bring up 3rd down. Wow, what a game to start the season for the Vols.
You know, this is going to be a pretty good first half right here to see how, in fact, that guy right there, Rob Ryan, the son of Buddy, defenses Kansas. Now, his brother, Rex, last year at Cincinnati, came all out. They run that 46 defense, which we'll talk about a lot today. But they bring 8, 9 guys up front, and I mean, they come full out. But right now, he's playing a little passive quickly because of the temperature, which is 115 on the field.
Of course, Buddy with the 46 back in '85 in the Super Bowl Shuffle Bears. Wagner under pressure throws Harrison Hill, the intended receiver, but again, he overthrows him. Justin Thomas, the weak side linebacker, in there on pressure that we'll see throughout the day.
Yeah, but watch this now. He doesn't really get a good lick on the quarterback, Wagner. We told you Wagner's a big guy, 6'4", 230. Look, he just kind of throws him off with his legs and keeps standing. So if you're keeping knockdown count, Tony Lynch has been knocked down once, but Wagner has not been down yet.
So the second punt of the afternoon for the Jayhawks. Matt Tyler, a redshirt freshman, 26-yard punt the first time. This time much better. Terrence Richardson braces his step back across the field and brings it out to the 42-yard line.
41.
Good coverage by the Jayhawks. Richardson can fly. So a 46-yard punt and a 9-yard return. But there is a flag on the play. And it will go against Kansas, a procedure penalty.
You know, talking with Terry Allen yesterday in great length, he said we've got to play a mistake-free football game. He says we have to protect our quarterback and we have to have early success. This is the kind of thing that'll drive him nuts because the team is not talented enough to make mistakes and still beat Oklahoma State.
But it's the kind of thing you see in every opening game. You see a number of flags and mistakes.
On the kicking team, the penalty has declined. First down.
See, Terry Allen will let him know about it, too, but at the same time, he'll teach him.
So still no score. 115 degrees here in Lawrence, Kansas. Wegner trying to regroup on the sideline.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
If you ask us, it just tastes better.
Come on, guys. Come on. We put the product design right in front of the kids to see what they think. I click on that guy right up there. Kids are great with computers because they'll tell you exactly.
New Orleans. Across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. Fobbs and Simmons, the duo that last year gained about 1,600 yards and 8 touchdowns together.
Well, and that's the thing. They complement each other. I mean, Simmons, as you said, the son of the coach, he's bigger this year. He's more physical than you bring in Fobbs, who's only 5'10", 180, and he's very quick. He's a hide-and-seek runner. You know, he'll hide behind those big guys and seek a hole, so they complement each other so well. And last year, just under 1,600 yards together.
Brings up 2nd and 8. There goes Fobbs again, straight into the line. Not much going on there. Across the 45 to the 46. Need to get to the 49 of Kansas for a first down, so it brings up 3rd.
We talk about the two running backs together, and yet Fobbs by himself last year set the Oklahoma State freshman rushing record with 846 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was 9th in the conference, so he's only a sophomore. He, too, has a bright future.
Well, this was a team that no one really knew what to expect from a year ago, and Bob Simmons, along with Fobbs and Nathan Simmons, took them to an 8-4 record. Really one of the stunning achievements last year in college football. 3rd down and 5, Lindsey. Play action rollout. Throws on the run, got a man wide open and overthrows the intended receiver. Willie Grissom. And there was no one around him in the midsection of the field.
Deion Johnson, the big defensive end for Kansas, just tagged Tony Lindsey out of bounds at the end of that play, and there's a penalty, and that's going to give Oklahoma State a first down. Now, this is a bad penalty to take if you're a Jayhawk. I was surprised that Lindsey didn't run, but look, he finds a receiver in the middle of the field, throws. Now, here comes Johnson. Now, they're just at the sideline. He pushes Johnson out of bounds, and that's where they drop the flag. Let's see if they call unnecessary roughness on Johnson. Right there, they still look in bounds. Ball's gone, and he was in the air, so I don't know.
That's a tough call if that's what it is.
It is a tough call, but they said no, he had time to stop.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Held down from the referee. And that's the objective today for the defense. I mean, they want to get to Lindsey. He is the man that they have to stop.
Yeah, but you don't want to do it that way. But I look at the replay now, and I see, well, he just pushed him, and he was kind of in the air anyway. Could he have stopped, and was the push flagrant?
Well, that's the point. When you work all week long and you say, our target is number 10, and you're bound to have a play like that, that's a close one.
That's a huge penalty nonetheless. Moot point now.
The first down at the 39 of the Jayhawks. Out of the eye, Halperty, he's going to get the ball. Bruises someone. Stopped after a gain of about 1. Jamie Harris was in there on the tackle.
Right now, you have to be impressed with Kansas defense. These guys are playing very aggressively. Kansas kept pressure on quarterbacks last year with 32 sacks and a lot of hurries. As a matter of fact, the defense had 7 of Kansas touchdowns last year, defense and special teams. So this is a talented group. Now, the secondary had to rebuild, as we'll talk about a little bit later. This is a new secondary, but for the most part, this is an experienced defense that played really well last year.
So it's 2nd and 9. As Grissom comes in near the line of scrimmage now. Lindsey under pressure, he just got drilled between 2 men. Jamie Harris and Hanson Caston just sandwiched Tony Lindsey.
All right, that's knockdown number 2 legally, and 1 that was a penalty. But watch this, they're coming off the corners, 37 and 11. Used to call that a C stunt. They bend it right around the corners, and they met at the quarterback. A lot of guys will touch hands on that stunt, and they'll say, I'll meet you at the quarterback. Those 2 did.
They met in a hurry.
got Lindsey's attention, I'll guarantee you.
So Terrence Richardson, the senior from Dallas, who did not play a year ago, second leading receiver a couple of years ago in the game, but Oklahoma State wants to talk it out over as Lindsey goes over to talk with Bob Simmons. So it's 3rd and 9 for Simmons and Lindsey. The two of the top lead Oklahoma State back near the top when we come back.
It's been a tradition since 1876. Think about that. That's more than 120 years ago that this company started making Budweiser under Adolphus Busch. The family has always put in the forefront, protect the excellence of the product Budweiser. And I think he would be very happy that the generations of his family have practiced what he taught us.
Head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Oh yeah, here and God are gonna make it. Born to be wild, born to be wild.
Steve's band had its first big break last night, so they packed up the new four-door Ford Ranger and headed out of town.
This can't be right. Trust me, it's gonna be great.
Only to find when they hit the stage, something was a little out of place. Them. It seems the only thing tougher than Steve's Ranger was last night's crowd. Ford Ranger, built Ford tough.
Terry Gannon, Tim Brent back at Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. 3rd and 9 from the 38 coming up for the Cowboys. Lindsey under pressure, shovel pass, but incomplete. Jamal Fobbs was a couple of yards ahead of him. And he had some running room if he could hang on to that.
But they overloaded and outnumbered on the all-offensive line. They overloaded defensively. Andrew LeClaire came through untouched. There was no blocker there to pick him up. And he forced Lindsey to hurry that.
Henry Childs back deep as Lindsey goes to the sidelines.
Henry Childs.
And they're going to place this one down and actually try a field goal back at the 45-yard line. A 55-yard attempt. Tim Sidness on, but Oklahoma State going to call a timeout.
Early season confusion, first game. They didn't have enough guys on the field, so they had to take the second timeout in the last 4 minutes. And what happens here now? You've used up 2 of your timeouts early in the game.
Second timeout in the last couple of plays, as a matter of fact. Not what you want to see if you're Bob Simmons. He's got a veteran offense. 10 starters back on his offensive unit. Terry Allen trying to figure out how to stop them now on the other side of the football field. Well, our Marriott moment takes us back to 1989. Oklahoma State's Mike Gundy threw for 429 yards, including this 39-yard touchdown pass to Vernon Brown in the second quarter. Gundy led Oklahoma State to a 37-24 victory. Last time that they defeated Kansas. They're 0-6 in the 90s. And Bob Simmons has faced Kansas in his first year. That was back in 1995, but that's it. They played 50 straight years, and of course the Big 12 with the 2 different divisions, you don't necessarily play every year. Bob Simmons, the assistant coach at Colorado, passed over for that head coaching job, of course. It's been well publicized, doing great things in Stillwater.
You're on defense now. You've got to be looking for the fake, knowing it's a long, long field goal.
And places it down at the 45. Sidness straight out, but not enough. Back a little bit to the right. Nowhere near. Now, so it's time for the defense to come back on the field for Bob Simmons. We mentioned Rob Ryan, the defensive coordinator, son of Buddy, brother of Rex, and it's a 46 defense that they live by, Tim.
There's no question about it. His brother Rex last year at Cincinnati just caused havoc when they played Kansas. We'll take a look. We'll show you what the 46 looks like now, and what it does is just overloads the offense. Now watch the linebacker and the safety right here. They'll start cheating up. Now watch the left hand of that defense. Everybody shifts over. Stop it again. There's your 46. The center and the guards are covered. Now you have too many men. You've got 6 against 5. Go ahead and roll it. And look, everybody can't pick up the defense. And so what happens, you've got a guy coming free and he gets the sack. And I mean, they caused problems with that last year.
Mitch Bowles catches one out of the backfield. A big gain out to midfield. That's a first down for the Kansas Jayhawks. And that's one of the way to attack Rob Ryan's defense. You get the backs out and you throw quickly.
Well, let me show you what happened last year. Cincinnati, for 6 turnovers, held Kansas to 53 total yards, 4 first downs, minus 46 yards rushing. Kansas had only 1 yard offense in the first half. That's what Terry Allen and Kansas have to beat today. But Rex Ryan was the defensive coordinator of Cincinnati. Rob Ryan is here at Oklahoma State. You think they talked about this game?
Terry Allen told us it's a much different offense, too. They have restructured nearly everything offensively, opened things up. And Wagner so far, even though he's under pressure again, has made good decisions. He's got guys wide open at the 20. Forget about it. Touchdown, Kansas. Yards from Wagner to Bowles. The pressure came, but this is a different Zach Wagner this year.
Well, we talked about early confidence. Now, 42 brings the pressure off the left side. But watch this. He's a big guy, 230 pounds, breaks 2 tackles, gets the block. By this time, now the coverage is broken down. And Bowles was wide open. I mean, there wasn't anybody within 15 yards of him. He just stuck behind the secondary.
Garcia on for the extra point. Nothing good. Well, the entire defense is based on pressuring the quarterback. They got to Wagner. But he scrambled, and it took so long, they forgot about their coverage and Bowles.
Yeah, they'll overload you to a side. 5 jerseys against 4, so somebody's coming free. But if you don't make the play, he gets loose. I'm telling you what, now he's got the advantage. All right, watch. It's going to come from the top of your screen. It's 42 Waddle. He breaks the block, comes inside. Here he is now on the little cross, the X. He's got there, one broken, there's the block. Now he's all by himself. Looks downfield, coverage is broken down, Bowles is wide open. You know, this is normally the West Coast offense, short, high percentage passes, and they take advantage of the man-to-man coverage wide on the corners. I don't know where the corner went, but he broke down somewhere, and Bowles got behind him.
No, Wagner to Bowles. Bowles is a junior out of Las Vegas, and had good numbers earlier. Zach Wagner, 4 of 7, 75 yards and a touchdown. You talked about it early on. The fact that he needed to get off to a good start, to have confidence against this type of defense. I don't think his confidence could be any higher than it is right now.
He was fun to talk with yesterday. 22 years old, he's a mature guy. Sat down and just seemed very comfortable doing interviews, very comfortable talking with us. But they say when he gets in a ball game and things aren't going right, starts throwing completions, struggling a little bit, gets down a little bit on himself, which I guess a lot of people do in this school. He's confident right now, as you said.
Couple of plays, 62 yards. That's efficiency.
Well, look at it, very businesslike. Now let's go to the ball and find out what happened, how we can attack it next time.
He is kicked 40 yards deep into the end zone. They're going to put the back up. Near the 30-yard line. Maybe to the 30. Garcia's decision.
Garcia, the kicker, had to get it where he was going.
And he was 40 yards deep to start with. Thought about going to one knee. Now, it's behind the scenes of live television, but it's really behind the scenes of life. From the writer of A Few Good Men comes Sports Night. Tuesday, starting September 22nd, right here on ABC. Zach Wagner, well, sweat on the brow, but should be a smile on the face right now. Now Tony Mincy takes the field to run his offense. Give it to the back, Simmons, ball in the turn. To the end zone, Kansas, Jamie Harris. Two plays of scrimmage, 2 touchdowns. Wow. Harris is a senior out of Olathe, Kansas.
Talk about Jamie Harris being a time-tested veteran, but this is all the Blue Jays. Watch this. They're sitting in their hand with the ball loose. Nobody even notices except for Harris, who's coming out of the secondary. He saw that it was Rock way behind in the backfield. He just runs, picks it up, and scores. 2 easy touchdowns for Kansas. Jayhawks are playing today.
And this extra point is blocked. And now there are flags on the play. Raymond Cato, I believe. The linebacker got a hand up. And now they'll sort out the flags.
I think one of these penalties may go against Kansas. Unnecessary roughness at the end of the play. But there are flags down in several positions on the field.
Dead ball against Kansas. We'll penalize 15 yards on the kickoff.
Unnecessary roughness. Terry says, hey, what is it?
Jamie Harris, the veteran, going to the end zone with that fumble for Anthony Simmons. And this isn't at all what Bob Simmons expected in the way of starting his Big 12 season.
Yeah, but look, see, now the ball cruising goes all the way back in the backfield. Everybody around the ball carrier stood up and see it, but Harris coming out of the secondary looked back here and said, hey, look, the ball's sitting there. It was hit, actually a helmet hit the ball and knocked it backwards. An arm hit it and knocked it backwards.
Steve Bratton got in there.
Bratton's left arm knocked it back into the backfield and Harris saw it.
How about that for a quick strike? 20 seconds in between the two touchdowns for the Jayhawks. Now, the defense carried them last year. In fact, 5-16, and they have the last offense in Division I football. So you know this defense is a wonderful thing.
Well, we were talking about that earlier. We gave you the stat that the defense, especially teams, had 7 of Kansas touchdowns last year. Here they go again, getting off to a quick start early. First
So Garcia will kick off, but this time at the 20-yard line. 13-0 Jayhawks over Oklahoma State. A shocker so far. Line drive kick. Jamal Moss bringing it back straight up the middle of the field and out to the 43-yard line. So good field position at least for Tony Lindsay and the Cowboys to start on this series. Now, more college football coming your way, of course, next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern Time, ABC Sports. Texas against UCLA. Aiden McNown, the quarterback, of course, Heisman hopeful. Kansas and Missouri, also Syracuse, Michigan, and Missouri, and taking on Kansas, as we said, in the later prime time. Notre Dame against Michigan State, doing the Michigan thing. Today against Michigan, and then the Spartans, number 23, number 24, in prime time. That's next weekend on ABC. First down, they're going to get it to the back of the top, fight his way out to the 46-yard line. And Tim, as this game goes on, you begin to watch for what teams spend the most time on the field. And this offense for Oklahoma State trying to get things going, but certainly the heat will become a factor. And depth will become a factor at some point.
Yeah, depth definitely will, and I think mentally it's already affecting Oklahoma State. They see themselves down 14-0, and all of a sudden, or rather 13-0, they're out there in the heat. The offense has been out there a lot.
There's Thomas going to try to leap over the line on the left side up to the 49-yard line. So it brings up third down and a long 2, almost 3. Anson Caston with a big hit on Tony Lindsay early in that stop. The fans can only do so much on the side today.
Nate Dwyer, the nose tackle, comes in for Kansas. John Williams and Nate Dwyer, the two nose tackles, they're alternating every 5 plays so that they stay fresh.
Forward and 3 as the prep begins. The Rays go up. Lindsay on the look at the pitch it this time. One of the rare times he does so. And Simmons gets out enough, perhaps for the first down. It looked like he got there, but he got a spot that may appear to be just shy of a first down.
He didn't get it. He stepped out just on the other side of midfield. Look at the pressure. They got a real good block, a pullback slide. Kept the two tacklers off to Simmons.
I don't think that Nathan Simmons expected to get the ball. He was just too close to the sideline when he received it.
This is going to be 4th down and inches, so I suspect that we'll see a quarterback sneak out of Lindsey.
Some confusion again, though. They've taken 2 timeouts already. And this time Kansas burns one. So Terry Allen wants to bring his troops over the sideline and talk it over.
I'll tell you how big this play becomes. You've got Kansas with a 13-0 lead. If they can make the stop right here and get the ball in midfield and cut this field in half, I mean, that's like running downfield and all or downhill. They have a huge advantage.
Terry Allen, we mentioned 5 and 6 last year, but really know what to expect coming in this year. For Oklahoma State, they knew what to expect. They knew what they had to replace. 4 good ones. R.W. McQuarters for the 49ers. Starting tight end for the Bears, Alonzo Mays. Jamal Williams, the tackle for the Chargers, third team. And Kevin Williams starting at safety for the Jets. Maybe not in numbers, but at least in quality, they had a lot to replace.
Yeah, and then you look at the guys that came back from missing the 1970s. Terrence Richardson, they want him to have a huge season. Of course, he's got speed from the leading receiver 2 years ago. J.B. Flowers is quality player, so is Cato. But, you know, they're getting these guys back. You're not getting the same type quality. I don't think the guys playing in the NFL is the same talent level. The guys that went on to play in the NFL.
But everyone feels that. And there's coverage is certainly not there. But the box is fourth and inches. Lindsey tries on the left side. He's got the first down. Took one step back, looked at his hole, and picked the one on the left side. So it's first and 10 inside of Kansas territory. Lindsey, the freshman of the year in the Big 12. Bob Simmons, the coach of the year in the Big 12 a year ago.
And Coach Simmons will tell you what really a surprise the success that Lindsey had last year in the Big 12. He was the top high school player in Denver, 1996. His dad played pro football. He's just a real talented team. He was camping in Colorado. Struggled a little bit early.
Nathan Simmons, the coach, straight ahead, about the 43-yard line. J.J. Johnson, inside linebacker from L.A., made the stop.
You know, Tony Lindsey, was talking about him. Remarkable story that last March, he had laser surgery on his heart. They corrected an abnormality on his heart. With laser surgery, he comes back, and I mean, finished out the spring, played spring, came back in the fall, and is in great shape, and here he is quarterback.
In fact, he came back sooner than they expected. A couple of times they wanted to sit him out in practice. He said, no, I can go.
And worked hard for this game. He called this a must-win for the Cowboys.
Right before Chad Kohler got there.
Well, Oklahoma State right now is out of sync. The pitch was there. Simmons couldn't make the catch. And with the new rule now, you know the defense will be able to pick that thing up and take it in for a touchdown. Now watch this. Here's the pressure Lindsey again. Coming off the corner. Right away, Brown is in his face. He rushes the pitch. He doesn't even like the pitch anyway. Simmons can't handle it.
Third down, 14 yards to go.
Oklahoma State really not in sync. And now the speed defense comes in for Kansas. They're in a nickel formation. And they move their outside linebackers to the middle to pick up speed.
4 receivers set for Lindsey. Under the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 14. They're going to get the pressure and they're not going to run. You want to do this, maybe the most dangerous thing he does it, and he's caught. Lindsey all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lindsey, 51 yards on 3rd and 14.
You know it's coming, you still can't stop it. We talked about it in the opening of this game. We said even on passing plays, he likes to tuck it away. Oh, watch this. He's going to go pass, but stop. This guy's already blocking out of the play. These guys are running out. He knows if I get up here, they can't stop me in an open field, and that's exactly what he does. He runs to the outside, beats him to the sideline, and then they aren't going to catch him.
Well, he may be most dangerous, not in the option, not when it's a designed run, but when he goes back to the pass, they spread the field, and then he kicks off. It's on the extra point. And so Lindsey goes 51 yards.
Remember yesterday we were talking to Tony outside the locker room. We said, how about on pass play? What if you drop and you see a crease, but you have a guy open? He says, well, if I've got a crease, I'll run it, because then I don't have to take a chance of incompletely throwing away. Look at this. Here's his tight end down the middle, and I mean, for the most part, he was wide open if he hit him in rhythm. But he said, no, he saw the crease first, took it to the score. Exactly what he was telling us yesterday.
You want to take it himself, go. And why not? He had very good numbers throwing football a year ago. Number one in passing efficiency in the Big 12, as a matter of fact. But that's what he likes to do. And I think the Big 12, when you look at the quarterbacks in the Big 12, Michael Bishop and Corbin Jones, they can do that. It's unlike, for example, the Big 10 or the Pac-10. There are some running quarterbacks in this league that can hurt you number away.
Now, we've been talking about this since we got out here to Kansas. Michael Bishop, Corbin Jones, and Tony Lenz. Bishop, as you know, threw for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Fiesta Bowl. Got national attention. Everybody knew he had a strong arm. Corbin Jones, he was first team all-conference, but Tony Lenz is just a young guy. Doesn't have the same kind of experience, although he's got the same kind of talent.
Mitch Bowles now at 6-yard line. Straight ahead out to the 22. Driven back. They'll start from the 22. We talked about Lindsey, Jones, Bishop. What about the man who has led so far, Kansas, Zach Wigner? We asked him to describe himself as a quarterback to us.
22-yard line. This type of guy is going to sit back in the pocket, throw downfield, make good decisions. It's going to be important for split-second decisions for me, throwing on time, getting the ball off before they get a chance to get to me. And I feel like that's what I'm going to do.
Wigner much more of a pocket quarterback than the others we mentioned, although we saw his mobility on the first touchdown pass today. Got outside the pocket and had the pressure game.
Well, certainly his strength, able to break some of those tackles, stay on his feet, and find the opening. But those throwing on time, throwing in those words, those phrases that you hear with West Coast offense.
Leaning down to get the play off. Trying the left side. Out to the 22. Trent Alexander again on the stop. David Winbush, the sophomore out of Texas last year at 338 yards. But of course, they're trying to replace Eric Van, who was the star here at Kansas. And Winbush and Bowles, that Pony Express, as they call them, the little guys who are so hard to find if you're a defender. Winbush 5'7", 175 pounds, maybe not after today.
Another one of those guys that can hide and seek, run, hide behind the big guys, seek that hole, and then just explode on you.
2nd and 9. And then a first down out to the 34-yard line. Harrison Hill, another play here. Out of Wichita, Kansas. Played a couple of games last year, and then he broke his ankle.
There's a situation that Wigner was talking about. You know, Oklahoma State is going to come with so much pressure, but this can't stop. I mean, it's the quick snap, shotgun formation. They can't get to him. He just throws the quick out, complete, move the chains.
More targets to go to for Wigner this year, too. And a youngster than Hathaway, who we will see. Up running for Winbush, wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Troy West, the junior college transfer out of Hutchinson Community College, who was there with Rob Ryan, the defensive coordinator, and a would-be star, recruited by the Nebraskans in the Tennessee season and chose Oklahoma State. Second and 13 now for the Jayhawks. Michael Chandler, possession receiver in now. First time we've seen him. Wigner with 20 behind Chandler. That's what they like to do with him out to the 38-yard line. He's a junior from Kansas City, and when you get the ball in his hands, he's just not going to drop it.
You know, Wigner stands tall in that pocket, too, and he doesn't seem flustered when guys are flying around him. Again, it's the quick drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-step drop. Stand tall in the pocket and just hold the pressure. Guy's 6'4", and it looks very calm right now. He's playing a fine football game.
Buckingham right makes the stop. Did not get the start today. Had a bad knee, but he's back in there, and we'll see him throughout the rest of the game. One of the buckets candidates. Wigner washed out, flagging up the play. A couple of flags. Behind Jason Gully, the tight end, but there's a flag down out at the 47 and one back at the 32 in the backfield.
The one at the 32 is going to be holding against Kansas.
You got defensive holding perhaps in the secondary?
I was watching Wegner back here, and for the first time, Wegner got knocked off his feet. So they've got offsetting penalties.
Yeah, holding on the offense, holding on the defense. The penalty's offset. It'll be still third down.
The end of this play, Terrell Knowles knocked Wegner down. This is the first time Wegner's been knocked off his feet today. Watch this. Once again, he'll break the pocket. Now, he doesn't like to do this, but he is mobile. All right, now he throws behind his tight end, but watch. Boom. Takes a little lick right there to get him off his feet for the first time today. He's got strong legs. Squats 515 pounds and still runs a 4.840.
Like my partner. Ready to tight end in motion. Back. Third down. Wegner again. Watch out. Intercepted. West. Good interception. Inside the 10. Still on his feet. He's going to get there. Touchdown. There's room of a touchdown. There is a flag at the 28-yard line. Well, holding against Kansas, so this will stand.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. Touchdown.
This is a terrible error by Wegner. We were singing his praises, but watch this decision. Again, he feels the pressure. He's going to try to avoid that, get out of the pocket. He sees the blue jersey and throws without ever looking at West. West is right there. I mean, that was a gift. This is a pretty good run once he gets down here. He's knocking tacklers off. Now watch this. He's going to drag Anthony into the end zone with him. Good thing he broke the plane before he lost that football. Barely got out of the 20.
He carried Anthony about 6 yards. 30 yards to the end zone. The extra point up and good once again. Well, enough fireworks for you so far in the first. A minute 49 left. And it is 14-13 Oklahoma State. The first mistake of the day for Zach Wegner, and he pays for it big. Huge mistake. Huge mistake.
I think it was to the point where we were getting too comfortable. And at the peripheral vision, saw that blue jersey just threw it out there trying to make a play and threw it right to West.
I don't think he ever saw Troy West at all.
Well, it hit him right in the middle of that hole, hit the 6.
Now Troy West, maybe the best JUCO linebacker in the country before transferring to Oklahoma State. And Rob Ryan's defense doing exactly what he wants to do now. Struggled early on. Now Sunday night, make sure you're tuning in to ESPN. Sunday Night Football, live at 8:15. Paul McCoy, Mike Patrick, Joe Biden in the booth for the Raiders against the team that is always a war. Then on Monday Night Football on ABC at the time, 8 o'clock Eastern, Al Mike and Theodore Boomer Esiason for John Elway and the Broncos against Drew Bledsoe and the Patriots. Monday Night Football on ABC. Elway leading the defending champs.
Two quick touchdowns for Terry Allen's club, and then Oklahoma State comes right back with two of its own, taking 1-1 lead.
Julius Bruce, number 24, goes to 1.
I'm still not convinced that he did cross that plane, and I know you have questions. Linesman was right on this, but watch this. All right, you got anything pulling him down. Here's the goal line. Now, you tell me if that ball broke the plane, was still in his possession. There's the ball that's flying out as he crosses the goal line.
My first reaction, right, was to say no. That's a tough call from that angle.
Well, the linesman again was right on the plane, but it looked to me like it was stripped by Hunt before he crossed the line. If that was the case, Kansas recovered it, they'd bring it back out to the 20 and no touchdown.
The official never hesitated, went up with the arm right away. Yeah, I'll argue all along. It's 14-13. So Wegner may be losing some of that confidence now after that pass. Quick out, Eric Hill, open, catch out to 28.
See, I disagree with you there, partner. I think it was that confidence and that comfort level that he got to that caused the interception. But I don't think he's really shaking yet. I think he's still confident. I think he's upset with himself that he makes such a mental mistake and an error that cost his team. But you see right there, he's back in rhythm, drops, hits Hill.
I don't know. I'd get a little gun shy after throwing it right to number 6. But he waits for the first pass. Jerry Allen needs to be confident. That's the biggest thing they need in this football. the right side, a big gain and a first down. Move the chains at Townsend's 35-yard line. And a big hole for Bowles that time on the right side of the line.
Yeah, Lee Gray got out in front of him, and Bowles again, the little guy followed him. Watch to the left of your screen now. I'm going to ask you to stop right there. Look at this block, and look at this push down here, and he's got the hole to pick up the first down. Nicely done, especially by Gray and Lee.
So they run for the first down, but now a four-receiver set for the Jayhawks. Henry Child, the freshman, is in there for the first down play for scrimmage. The receiver went right to Rob Ryan.
See, and that first down is so important to this Kansas team because they want to pick up good yardage on first down. So second down really is not one where they have to go deep. I mean, it's what they call a waste down. They can gamble, they can do some other things to keep the defense off balance. And then third down, if they have to come back third short. But here, when you miss it, now you got second down and 10. Your whole series now changes the way you call your plays.
Completed 7 of the day with over 100 yards for one touchdown, but also 2 interceptions. Flag bounces off the one out to the 38.
Chris, that'll help you on second down. The defense jumps into the they move on Kansas. Drew them on.
So they'll back him up. Second time that Terry Allen's just been exasperated. On the personal foul call earlier, he couldn't understand it.
Offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
So we're going against defense. Well, you point the wrong way, that's what happens.
Well, he pointed the wrong way. Watch this now. He gets jump right here center. Boom, there he goes. Trying to get into the gap because they want to shoot those gaps. They want to cause problems there, but he was trying to anticipate the count. Went too early.
Instead of getting snapping that ball, just get a rid of 20. He did. Back up. Chandler takes a pop. Number 28, junior out of Louisiana. That's the one you dream about as a defensive back. But another completion for Wagner to Chandler. They'll move the chains again.
Chandler's the top returning receiver for running back, excellent speed. Came in as a walk-on. You say he was covered quite nicely, but still made the catch. Got up with an attitude.
Leading receiver a year ago, but this is a different team, a different offense, and a number of weapons at the wideout spot. So it'll be first down and 10 at the 47-yard line for the Kansas Jayhawks when we return to Lawrence, Kansas. Good first quarter, though. Oklahoma State with a 1-point lead. The block extra point has cost the Jayhawks so far, but they're playing awfully well.
Better every day. Evidence. Black clean, white clean.
Terry Gannon and Tim Brandt as the second half now is underway. Kansas toss first. They kick it off, and now Oklahoma State. Justin Matthews brings it back out to the 24.
Terry coming into this game, Kansas was the underdog. Zach Wagner, the quarterback, knew he had to make plays. Watch this. They bring the blitz on him outside. He breaks that. Buys some time. Now watch. Bowles is wide open down the field. Mitch Bowles makes the catch and takes it the distance of 48-yard touchdown. And all of a sudden, Kansas was on top of this game. But Tony Lindsey, watch this. Outside pressure, takes it inside, gets into the secondary, and they are not going to catch it. 51 yards. He ended with 69 yards for the first half. He was the difference for OSU in the first half. Not much offense other than Lindsey.
Didn't really get it going at all in the air. 4 of 9 in the first half. 51 yards. He's got a chance to go. The speed of Simmons against the secondary. Just to run down at the 15-yard line. Michael Allen uses his speed to save a touchdown, but Simmons on the first play from scrimmage almost busted all the way to the end zone. 62 yards.
And he raises his hand and he wants a breather. Hey, put on weight all season. I wonder if that didn't slow him down a little bit at the end of this, or whether it was the heat. But he got that hole, cut back against the pressure, hit the outside. Now it's a foot race. You see number 27 chasing down Michael Allen. They talk about him being a great competitor, and he stopped off touchdowns.
First down. And run out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Morgan Stanley lead winner first half stats. You see it was a passing game versus a running game first half.
There was no question about it because you knew Zach Wagner was going to pass, and you knew Lindsey was going to run. One of the biggest differences in that first half, though, was the fumbles lost by OSU. 3 fumbles, and 2 of them were gone. You look at the third down conversions, neither team really standing out there in the fourth down conversions. 2 for 2 for Oklahoma State. That point had to go for them on fourth down.
Turnovers key in the first half, too. Fumble. Nathan Simmons run in for a touchdown. Big fullback. Straight ahead. Evan Brown, Jr. of Hollister, Oklahoma. One of the starting fullbacks a year ago. Now listed as third team, getting his first carry of the game.
He's another one of those guys that's lost 20 pounds. Got very changed his life in the offseason. He had these goals last year, and that slowed him down. He picked up all that weight. But I'll tell you, if anybody on this Oklahoma State or any position is playing an outstanding ball game other than Lindsey, it's fullbacks. After now Brown.
Another fullback runs to the right side, inside the 5-yard line. May have a first down. Oklahoma State
should have the first down. I will tell you this, there is nothing I can think of that is worse than to be on an AstroTurf field with 120 degrees and have big old Kevin Brown, 260 pounds, bearing down on you one-on-one, and you got to tackle.
And know that Ryan H at 245, and Alfie at 230. Jump right after. Going to get there. Touchdown for Jamal on the 4-yard run, and just like that. 13:38 now left in this third quarter, and they're on the board.
Now Brown hit him hard twice, right? 260 pounds, bang. Now watch him block this time. Here he is on the left-handed screen. Now drive him out of there and let the little guy Bob cut inside of you and get down into the end zone. That is a great series by Kevin Brown and Bob. Bob gets a touchdown.
This is not for the extra point. Bob gets a breather on the sideline now. Split the upright. So less than 2 minutes on the clock in the second half. The touchdown run by Fobbs, which was set up by the 62-yard run by the other man in the backfield, who has been a star, Nathan Simmons, and Oklahoma State takes the lead.
6 yards, 100 green, 2 yards go, stick in, heavy duty thread, some of those iron transfers.
We always thought of ourselves as the top car rental company, and now we're glad to see that our customers agree. You see, according to a J.J. Power and Associates study, National has just been ranked the highest car rental company in customer satisfaction in a time. Thanks. We couldn't have done it without you.
Let's go. Okay. My big debut. Here we go. Wise. Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Good.
Wise. Did he get his line or what? Is this the regular one or CD understudy? Yeah, thank you. Hey, you gotta wait for me. Let's Walden, not you. He goes, then not. Wait a second, not you. Hold it. Why? I can't work in this environment. Cut!
Somebody at work is sabotaging Drew.
You want to run with the best, not a bunch of clowns.
Now, the Conspiracy Drew premieres ABC Wednesday, December 23rd.
The Kansas defense on the sideline got blindsided. Let's 2 minutes off the clock, second half. Oklahoma State dribble all the way downfield for a touchdown. Does the duty. Look for room, and with that back at the 18, you hope his left leg is all right. They went right back on him. And he looks to be okay.
So Wagner comes back on, knowing again he's got to get no rhythm, make things happen on first down. Look what happened in the first half. 0 to 3 yards on first down, not of them. They converted 4 to 9 yards. They're picking up 4 yards. 5 for 5. In other words, they've got to pick up yardage on first down.
11-21. Early success for Wegman with one interception, which led to the touchdown. By Troy West. They're going to run it on first down. To the 31-yard after the quick hit by Oklahoma State. They really fire on offense.
You know, at halftime we talked about Barry Sanders who said, hey, the former Oklahoma State running back has that low center of gravity and great balance. This guy has the same thing. He's only 5'7.5". Now watch this. First contact, quick bounce off of that. Second contact here, bounce off of that. Keeping his feet, low center of gravity. Guys aren't wrapping their arms. It's hot. They're tired. He's still going. Got those legs driving, using that balance, that low center of gravity. Great run to get the second half going and get his offense fired up.
High school number one rusher in Texas at over 4,000 yards in high school career. It's call again. Head for about 2 to the 32. Justin Thomas, number 37, makes the tackle.
Got to keep guys going in and out. You can't let a guy go for a run like that and come right back to him. The guy's winning. It's a hot day. Got to come back and bring some of the other running backs in.
And bringing Bowles right now, as well as Ty Fontenot, back fullback. Moran Norris was the starting fullback. Greg Davis started in the past. He's had injuries and he's wait because of the injuries. Likely not going to see action today. Bolton in motion. Down he goes. That 46 defense now bringing it. Justin Thomas applied the pressure from the inside linebacker spot. But a flag on the way in the backfield.
You know, this is something that Wenger didn't have to contend with in that first half. He was not being hit. He got protection.
Unsportsmanlike penalty. Watch and see if it happens at the end of the play.
Just came off the corner and got the sack. They're talking to him. They got him. They're keeping him down. They're face-to-face. Thomas was in that building.
Get it there, man.
Thomas didn't do anything. He got that face man to him.
Right to the sideline after talking. Still third down. Does not allow Kansas to get a first down, but it's third and 3 now. Play action. They're going to get a more corners now. Roy West, who had the interception and the touchdown earlier in the game. Number one junior college linebacker out of Hutchinson Community College. When they want to turn up the heat, they've got enough bodies to do it.
Yeah, but they time it, Terry. They took so well. Right now, they give the chance to reel. So they're going for a knockout punch.
You can sense that they would bring it after a long drive. Quick hit, actually. Matt Tyler, this is fine. Richardson all the way back to the down at the 12-yard line. A 54-yard punt from the redshirt freshman, Matt Tyler. Okay, today's Home Depot coaches back. Bob Simmons, the Oklahoma State head coach. Of course, was at Colorado. He was one of four assistants there on the 1999 National Championship team. As coach New High School at Colorado, Jerry DiNardo, at LSU, Ron Vanderlinden, at your alma mater, Maryland.
New High, another little bit of pressure. DiNardo does a fantastic job at LSU. Ron Vanderlinden starts our second season tonight against James Madison.
Simmons not finding any room. Chad Colner on the stop. He's a great story. The free safety of Sewanee, Kansas. So wide receiver in 95 and 96, but he has 4 All-Americans in his family. I don't think he gets any special treatment. His mother was an All-American. His 2 sisters. His dad was an All-American wrestler. His dad actually a member of the SWAT team. Colner, kind of a loose cannon himself. Look about this thing is next to anywhere.
A lot of great information, but did you know that his mom babysat Terry Allen?
It was at Iowa. Back to Sean Harbaugh. There's first down out of the 30-yard line.
Not only do it, added to it.
15-yard gain, Sean Harbaugh. Well, the tie-ins that come back. You think you'll never see that person again? But Lindsey going to the air with that completion. Mentioned he was 4 out of 9 in the first half. Really didn't look to throw the football. Got two wide out to the far side. First and 10. Bring it to the near side. Got the skin on the grass of Michael Allen. Good bounce outside though.
That's a great tackle by Michael Allen. They sent Oklahoma State sent two receivers up top and then went to the opposite side. Now you see they give it to Simmons here, and out of the secondary comes Allen to make the stop. He actually came from the safety spot and said, no, you're not coming around this way. Broke down, got good leverage, took it inside out, made the tackle. Just the way it was drawn up in the meeting room.
His Papa Carl played in the NFL. Number of players on the Father played jumps up the left side. Now to the 30-yard line. That's it. Steve Bratton, whose name is off now. Senior. Make stop.
Talk about some of the NFL guys. Henry Childs watching his son here today. Got Jim Blair watching Andrew play. Guys had nice little careers. Charlie Weatherby is here today. Head coach of Navy. His son Jonas is a French quarterback.
Back quarterback. Yeah. Second for a while. Third down and 11. Long count for Lindsey. Knocked out of bounds at midfield. They're going to bring it back to that point. Willie Grissom, senior out of Oklahoma City, got 3 across midsection of the field. And a 20-yard gain and a first down.
See, that's exactly right because they tried a combination defense. Watch, stop it right here. Here he is, getting lost behind the linebackers. He'll bring it around here, and the linebackers are in the zone. See him back to the hook area, comes underneath them, gets past, and takes it down the sidelines. Steps down to the 50, but that's a well-designed, well-executed play.
Grissom, second leading receiver a year ago. Catches. One touchdown. Not going to go anywhere. May have lost a couple of yards. But that stat on Grissom gives you an idea of what type of receiver he is. Go to him, get that key first down across the middle of the field. Keep the drive alive. Not really deep threat. Second 12. He never saw the ball. And wonder if at this point the game really starts to play a role.
You know, Kerry, I was thinking that same thing, and you know it has to. I mean, both teams play all out first half in maximum heat of the day. Now it's later in the day, it's a little breeze blowing on, starting to cool off. But that took so much out of these guys, I have to feel that even if they don't feel again, the fatigue factor is there, very real.
When you start making mistakes, and also you start to get hurt. Injuries are when you're tired. Marcellus River, the freshman, tight end. Pat Brown, the graduate student out of Northwestern Ohio.
That's an all-conference linebacker that has just made two brilliant plays in a row. Here he is off the corner. Now watch Brown come down. Gets right around the block, uses speed to do that, gets in against Lindsey. He's got good strength, he's got good speed, he's not that big, and 2 interceptions. First game last year for touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Well, I tell you what, he wanted to be in Lindsey's face this ball game, and he finally got to.
Henry Childs back deep. He's at his own 14-yard line. Waiting on Scott Elder, the freshman who is actually the first non-junior college punter at Oklahoma State since 1994. Child tripped up at the 24-yard line. 36-yard punt, 5-yard return. Kansas now trying to come back, down by 7.
Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about.
Gus? It just tastes better.
Relax. Kick back. Rest easy. Not the first thought that come to mind when investing on your own. But working with our financial advisors, you'll feel differently.
Maybe client's ambition should be our ambition. Their dreams. Our dreams.
Isn't it reassuring to know that whatever your goals in a complex world, someone will be looking out for you.
We measure success one business at a time.
ABC Sports presentation of college football brought to you by the rugged new Montana from Pontiac. Life is more exciting in Montana. Morgan Stanley Witter. We measure success one investor at a time. National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. And Nike. Natural Museum of History, some of the architecture here on campus. Kansas. More than 100 years old. Terry Allen only thinks about 1998 right now, getting off to a good start. Down by a touchdown. They start first and 10, and Winthrop fights his way out of the 30-yard line. You can talk all you want about how small he is, but he's got strong legs.
Does have strong legs. He's such an exciting runner. Watch this. Brand Norris gets a good block. But a lot of this is on Winbush himself. Look, there's the block. Norris kicks him out. Now he gets into the linebacker. Look, he just gets the break tackles. But as you mentioned, his lower body is so strong. His legs are so quick. He just keeps pumping and picking up yardage.
Gain of 6 first down. Sophomore. Now the tight end, Gully comes in. He's in along with Brian Gray. On second and four. Patterson motion. Going to give it to Winthrop again. They're working him in the Temple line. He's in the air first down. They have it. Our 34-yard line. That is a first down, but Rand Norris, the fullback, is down at 39 with an injury. Teams able to avoid this throughout the day, but as we mentioned a minute ago, the heat maybe starts to take its toll. Well, more college football comes your way next Saturday. Prime time matchup. Number 24 against number 23. Notre Dame taking on the Spartans of Michigan State. And your regional lineup earlier in the day, 3:30 Eastern time, Texas, UCLA, Kansas, Missouri. And the other games, including Florida State and NC State. Next Saturday. Michigan State was impressive early on. Colorado State caught fire and beat them on that opening day. Michigan State's talented. Well, the Michigan Notre Dame matchup today, they outside Ben. It may be offensive pass interference. We'll wait and see, but Tremaine Bolton trying to break up that pass, the intended receiver. And he made like a defensive back as J.B. Flowers stepped with him.
Yeah, there was a lot of it defensively. Watch touchdown. See, he's a man coverage. Now watch, he'll roll up on it. And now trying to turn on the outside, jumping in his pocket, but he's keeping his left hand on him the whole time, and then forcing his body to the sideline. You cannot use that left hand to gain the advantage.
Automatic first down.
So it goes against J.B. Flowers.
They will call that a lot. Anytime you use your hand to gain leverage.
Right in front of Simmons, too. Doesn't like it. Terry Allen had his share throughout the day.
You know, the other one just like that they call a lot is on a slant, and a linebacker or defensive back will use the left hand and swap with the right. Put the left hand on the back and call that.
First down, midfield. Shy of that. Winbush for a hole. This time, wrapped up by Terrell Knowles and finished off by Troy West. Knowles, junior out of Tulsa, one of the fine linebackers. That's the strength of this defense. There's no question.
Yeah, but when a team likes to load up in the box like Oklahoma State does, there's two ways to beat it. You get on the corner and you run the option, you get on that quickly. Or you spread the field, you go to a spread offense. And that's what Kansas been able to do and do quite effectively. Right now, sideline to sideline.
Spread them with four receivers. Oklahoma State trying to match up right now. Here they come. Wegner with time incomplete. Henry Childs, the intended receiver.
All right, we talked about two ways to spread the defense, but again, Oklahoma State not really taking the bait, still applying a lot of pressure. Look at this. Here's Kansas. Sideline. Look at all these white jerseys here. They're still trying to overload, get white jerseys blue, and they do get pressure, which forces Wegner to throw early. No call, fans not contact.
Zach Wegner losing some of that rhythm that he enjoyed early on. Six straight complete passes now. Now you're in a situation you don't want to be third and long against 40 defense. Play clock running now, they better get it off. Didn't look like they did, but no flag. They may have got the break initially, but good coverage in the secondary. Ricky Thompson has been in throughout the afternoon almost every play. And they'll punt once again. This offense for Harry Allen has certainly slowed down in the second half. I have not enjoyed much room at all to operate. Richardson, watch bounce into the end zone. A 54-yard for Tyler's had some nice average this afternoon. I could get some of that back. Tony Lindsay going back on offense. Going to strap it up, try to get more off the board for Oklahoma State.
Number one ranked band by driver, rugged Montana from Pontiac. With not one, but two sliding doors. Something handy for whoever's passing through. Life is more exciting in Montana. Now get out of Dodge 0.99 APR financing or $2,000 cash back on any 98 transport for Montana to Pontiac settle down. See your Pontiac today.
People smile, tell me I'm lucky one, and just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son. In the fall, when I rise, bring tears to my eyes, tell me everything's gonna be alright.
Aflac, insure over 40 million people worldwide. Too when you try Chili's Ranch Filet. Slow over and over and flame bold outdoor flavor. Then placed on awesome strings and served with skillet potato cakes and grilled veggies. Only at Chili's.
The heat takes toll on the players, also on the crowd. This has been a quiet crowd in the second half. The Jayhawks not putting anything forward yet. It's better than 120 out the field. Moran Norris, fullback. Kansas was taken off. Some heat exhaust, but they're treating him just fine. Fox gets the carry on first down. First play of the drive from Oklahoma State.
Pat Brown suffered from a little bit of a cramp in his calf, but he made the tackle that time. Oklahoma State spread the field themselves to spread out the defense. Pat Brown, watch this. Can make a step back, read the play, avoid the blocker, and make the stop. That's nicely done on his part. But look, see how he straightens his legs right away. He's got cramps, as I expect all those guys start to have problems right now.
Enough water on the sideline. Old days, salt them. Still do something. Wagon play. As Fobbs goes off the right side near the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you something, Matt Brown made that play too. He didn't make the tackle, but he's the one that allowed the other defenders to come up and make the tackle because he took on the lead blocker.
Brown who had an NCAA record in the first game last year. 2 interceptions.
Look at this, taking on the lead blocker. That's Machado, number 64. Brown just steps him up and lets the linebackers and the secondary come up and fill. That's a great play by Brown to take on the lead blocker. Stuffs the blood, get pursuit.
On the offense, 15-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Chop block that was called on Oklahoma State back some 15 yards. Not a call you see very often. But something that a couple of years ago they really started to emphasize. Deion Johnson, defensive end. Nine penalties on the day for Oklahoma State. You don't think Bob Simmons will spend some time talking to this about that?
I think Simmons is talking to Lindsey, not to run it. Let's get these other guys involved in the offense.
We're going to spread it this time. One back in the middle, but they get it. Simmons gets the ball. J.J. Johnson, the inside linebacker out of Los Angeles. Read it perfectly.
That'll bring up down forever. Oklahoma State has gotten very conservative. Now they've got to look to a passing game.
Been kind of a wall with both of these offenses in the second half. Oklahoma State came out, went right down the field within 2 minutes. Their offense done much at all.
It's like playing in a furnace.
Notre Dame 3 on the Wolverines. Crowd finally on his feet. 3rd and 15. Time. Bobble. Complete. Hung on. He's near a first down. What a catch by Willie Grissom.
What a pass by Lindsey with guys flying around him. And that's enough for the first.
It is a first down.
Pressure came from Brown. Look at the left screen right here. Now he's getting in on Lindsey. Lindsey has to release it early. He gets it out there. There's the ball by Grissom. Top of your screen right there. A lot of pressure. Bodies flying around. Blue jerseys everywhere. Johnson is Pat Brown at the top of your screen.
Grissom with the catch. Richardson was right there too. But either man catch. First down movement on the right side of the line. Like he's lost balance. A lot of movement. Vieski. The right tackle.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. Still first down.
They'll back him up 5 yards. Well, it's behind the scenes of live television, but really behind the scenes of life. Sports Night, a new show. This fall Tuesday, starting September 22nd. Right here on ABC. The pre show. Double-digit handle now for Oklahoma State. Bob motion to the far sideline. Down goes Lindsey. Hanson Caston, the senior out of Houston, came on the blitz. Lindsey never saw him until he felt him.
Here he is, right here, number 11, bottom of your screen, look, untouched. Back, missed totally. That's a poor block by Brown. We were giving Brown credit earlier for picking up the stunts, picking up the blitzes, making the block. He missed that one. Caston made the sack.
It's a reason that a lot of young players don't get much playing time in the backfield. Might not be that they don't have the talent to run the football or catch the football. It's blocking schemes more often than not.
At several times we've seen those guys in the backfield diving to make a block. That's the effect of it. You can't do that. Take the ball
not going anywhere. Caston standing on the tackle, stopping Lindsey.
I think the momentum of this game has changed.
Well, certainly this offense for Oklahoma State in a wall.
Told you about defense for Kansas last year. Kept your pressure quarterbacks all year. 30 sacks, a lot of hurries. Harry told you about defense. Special teams had 7 of them touchdowns last year. It's almost as if right now the Jayhawk defense said, all right, we've got to elevate it to the next level. We've got to put some pressure on Lindsey, and they're doing it.
Cowboys picked up a key third down conversion a moment ago. They haven't been able to do anything with it except for but here's another one. Third and 18. He goes down to the turf. Deion Johnson of Detroit. Puts him on his back.
Deion Johnson is the guy they helped the field just plays ago. Look at it, 63. Top of the screen, round 47-63 up there. And I mean, they're causing all kinds of problems for TL.
Kansas defensive line has been impressive. Henry Childs. Got Elder. Gets it away. Child with the fair catch at his own 44-yard line of 35 yards. Let's put our New York studio check in with John Saunders for the Burger King play of the day.
Time now for the play of the day. Dennis Reyes of the Reds facing Mark McGwire in the first this afternoon. And this one is crushed to left field. Number 60 joining Marison Ruth. He's only Major League players to hit number 60. He'll shoot for 60 tomorrow. Well, that's right here at ABC tomorrow night at 9 Eastern time.
All right, how about wouldn't it be poetic justice? McGwire hits number 61 or number 62 against the Cubs to the opposite field, right over the head of Catch a first down to the 43-yard line.
I think both of those guys shattering the record. You look at the number of games left that they have. I mean, they could be up in the upper 60 or 70 home runs.
At the conclusion of today's game, remember we will select Chevrolet most valuable player of the game's team. In recognition of these athletes, Chevrolet will make a contribution to each school's general scholarship fund. So time runs out in the third quarter. Kansas moving the ball. They're down by a touchdown. And we're back after this message. And a word from our ABC stations.
Hi.
This is ABC Sports of the Bowl Championship Series.
If you're a Kansas Jayhawks fan, you couldn't ask for a better situation realistically than they're in right now. Zach trying to lead them here on a drive. Hasn't had much success in the second half. One out of that is it. Terrific first half, but they are down by only a touchdown as we head into the fourth quarter. On first down, Jermaine Fulton in motion. Wegner looking for wide open. He's got it. Inside the 25 and run out at the 23.
Working a little tandem with Hill, Harrison Hill. They sent Fulton in motion and brought him back. Evan Howe had to make up. You see him chasing him now because he went in all the way inside. Here he is out. Now here left your screen will come back into the Hill underneath. They both trying to win into the zone. Kind of found his way behind him and made the catch.
First catch of the afternoon for Jermaine Fulton. And Wegner is now completed his passes. 13 passes to 8 different receivers. You talk about spreading the West Coast offense. Bowles gets the carry. Not much going on there. Zach Aiken and Taylor LeBlanc in on the stop. But a different offense this year for Terry Allen. The West Coast offense for a lot of short passes, receivers, backs coming out of the backfield. Fulton finally getting a catch. Can't key on anyone for this offense right now. Fulton to the 11-yard line. He'll get more with the face mask.
Flowers got helmet up top. Watch this. Here's Fulton. Now number 8. Left-hand your screen. Kind of an out pattern. Again, they cleared out the zone. The area 4. The area coming in underneath. You see Flowers reaching up, Flowers reaching up there, but you made a good point. Terry Allen has adjusted to his talent. He's gone to this new controlled West Coast type passing attack. He says it's something that they wanted the game, not necessarily the talent he had, but I think he adjusted to what he had here. Adjusted to Wake with more emphasis on Waker's decision making.
I think Terry Allen finding out about his offense, but I also think Simmons finding out they're trying to replace corners of Kevin Williams back there in the secondary. It'll be harder than he thought. First and goal, just outside the 5. Mitch loses the Tabor was in there. And Clint Metcalf, the middle linebacker. What a turnover that is for an offense that was knocking on the door.
That'll take the wind out of your sails. I'll tell you that. These guys were all pumped. Defense was up on its feet on the sidelines, crowd around Coach Allen. Everybody was excited. Defense realized, man, we got to go back on the score. We don't get the score.
Hard to turn it around right now. And get your defense back on the field. Trying to stop Oklahoma.
Well, they went to Mitch Bowles. They said, let's take it up the middle. The offensive line's getting the white jerseys. They got stripped. Looked like Metcalf came in there. Right got a hand on it.
Just outside the 3-yard line. First and 10. Simmons may have moved in the backfield.
Dead ball start, on the offense, after this is to go. Still first down.
The attention is shifted to Kansas defense, no question about it, but this is an opportunity for defense, as we told you, big time and time again last year for Kansas. The Jayhawks here have an opportunity not only keep them, but now you're dangerous. You're inside the 2. You got to start thinking safety, too. We got to put pressure on Lindsey.
Maybe a yard. Nathan Simmons on the carry. Hanson Caston, who has had a big game.
It was an excellent push by the defensive line for Kansas. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Just outside the 3-yard line. Biggest series of the game. Perhaps right now. Not going to find a whole lot. Out to the 6-yard line. Gives him a little, but that's about it. Nowhere the first down. They've got to get to the 14-yard line.
Terry, watch this. You want to see who's winning the battles. I mean, that's fast. But the Blue Jerseys are standing up and down that line of scrimmage, not any ground whatsoever.
Deion Rayford on that, and on that, Caston.
We had to speed it up. They got to him. They have enough light.
Michigan State pounding in Oregon. 2 third down. He's going to go down at the 6-yard line. This Kansas defense is inspired. Nate Dwyer forced Lindsey out of the pocket and made him run.
I'm telling you, the Blue Jerseys up front. Lindsey wanted to do this himself. He thought he saw a crease. All right, now if you stop it right there, he's looking at this, and he sees this, and says, wait a minute, I've got to get out of here. I don't want to give up. Try to take that crease to the left. And they closed on him with a lot of pursuit.
Not much room now for Scott Elder, who's about 3 yards from the end line in the end zone. Omri Child, back 47, and they're going to push him back even further.
You know, there can't be anything worse for a punter. In the end zone and know you're losing ground.
That ball start on the offense. Half the distance to go. Still fourth down.
Where the punter might hear him breathing.
You have to watch out now for stepping on that end line. Half the distance, maybe a yard and a half.
Four don'ts to the kicking game. Don't be offside. Don't rough the kicker. Don't let the ball hit the ground and don't flip.
Giles to the 3-yard line. And there's a flag down at the 40 on the far side of the field.
Usually that's thrown out there when there's a block in the back.
That's a half a mile. Childs took the ball.
Yeah, it is. Illegal use of hands against Kansas. It's going to be in the top of your screen now, right there. To the left there. Push from behind.
Didn't really free him up either. It wasn't needed at all. Going the opposite way. Still good field position for Kansas. Down by a touchdown.
Because of our passion, and engineering, our vehicles speak for themselves. And recently, some great things to say about our quality too. Sebring Convertible Quality Award. Town and Country Quality Award. Cirrus Classic by J.D. Power and Associates. Concord Classic by J.D. Power and Associates. Chrysler engineered to be great cars.
It just tastes better.
Still going. I've had marriage this long, last this long.
Want to color your gray beard or mustache and look natural? Get just for men gel. Brush in and 5 minutes gray is gone.
Next Saturday, college football guy. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, Michigan State. Ethan Howell, the wide receiver, made the tackle on that last punt return. Was down on the field, but he's walked off. He's fine at this point. Watching him pick it up. He just got popped by his own man.
Well, and he came with such force. You see his body was being thrown every which direction. Legs look like a wishbone.
By the way, Ethan, the brother of Evan Howell, cornerback. The only way the coach is that defensive player has a scar and tattoo. They knew a defensive player. Scar and some tattoo. Wegner starting field position for Kansas all day. Hill out there. Makes a good now flagged. J.D. Flowers on the coverage. We'll see how they call it.
The crazy thing about that is Hill was actually behind the defender. The ball was under. When it was under, had to come back and actually act as a defensive back to keep the ball away from Flowers, and they called it for offensive interference.
What it looked like initially, but we've seen it a couple of times today where that's not the way it's gone. In fact, Flowers was the man involved first time. It could have been offensive.
No, take a look at this. Right now, Hill is behind Flowers. He's behind Flowers. Now Wegner underthrows him because he's away from motion of his body. And you say, whoa, Hill going up to the ball. He has as much as anybody else. They say use his left hand to get up leverage.
It's a good call. He made contact before the ball was there. He can't go through the defender to get to it.
Every time they get 4 yards or more, they've converted 10 for 10. First down is huge in this game.
Maybe overlooked a lot of third down conversion off of dead.
Coach is actually yelling at him to get out of bounds.
Metcalf came with the pressure, but a gain of 15.
You look at Wegner, he's a big guy, 6'4", 230 pounds, but he also runs a 4.840. Now watch, he gets outside pressure. See the 57 there, Metcalf loses the leverage. Here comes the leverage. Here comes quarterback Wagner. Now he's outrunning these guys. Look at that. Look at the chase from behind by Waddle. Can't catch him. The coaches screaming, get out of bounds. We can't afford to lose you.
Get out of bounds. Now you've got Jay Alexander, a walk-on junior right behind him. Jonas Weatherby, the freshman son of Charlie, who is also on the depth chart. They need Wagner. They need Wagner to stay healthy this year. The shotgun, wide open. Walk down, shot at the 38-yard line. There was no one near Harrison, who has made his fourth catch of the afternoon. Eventually made the tackle, and that is enough for the first down.
I think Wagner was too weak to stay in the pocket that time. Again, they brought Hill underneath the linebackers. It was his own defense. Wide open. All right, here you go again. You've got first down inside the 40. Down by touchdown. Just under 11 minutes to play.
Last drive, stop, fumble inside the 5-yard line. Castaway, the freshman was in motion. Wagner's got his tight end. Right, he can't make the catch. Overthrew it. Ryan Gray at a step and a half on the defensive back. And now another flag in the backfield.
I believe they called roughing the passer.
I believe they did.
Roughing the pass on the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Oklahoma State killing themselves with penalties.
Wagner was waiting for his tight end to clear, ball's gone, and he still takes a hit, so they drop the flag. Boy, Oklahoma State has played so well. They are so well coached. I'm telling you this, that Ryan and Simmons, they do such a fine job with these players. It's unusual to see them make these mistakes late. And part of that is 13
penalties on the Cowboys. Fatigue and the fact that it is the first game of the year, although at some point that has an excuse. David Wingbush calls ahead for about 3 yards, and let's check in with our New York studios. John Saunders.
Terry, Nebraska against UAB. Bobby not play. Their starting quarterback bad knee. Here in the fourth quarter, Eric Crouch takes off 59 yards. He finished with 7 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown run. 38-7 is the final. Terry.
Really, the question with Nebraska, not the offense, though. The offense, up out of Newcomb. Defense. First game of the year.
That day in Edwards against that defense.
Surprise. We've got flags now.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense. Still second down.
Both these coaches are going to be frustrated after this game because of the penalties, the way they got, he's watching the clock, he's telling, hey, get the playoff, and they don't do it, so there's just terrible frustration. You mentioned first game, which is certainly plausible, and then plausible as well. And that's the kind of penalty you don't want when you're driving and actually laying the lumber to the defense.
And if you're Kansas Jayhawks, you pull on the upset. Down goes Wagner, but goes another flag.
This is going to be holding against Kansas offensive line because they came with the blitz, they outnumbered them, they overloaded, they grabbed them.
Kenyatta Wright was the first man to get there.
Watch this. More white jerseys than there are blue. Here's white, number 7, coming right up the middle. Guys just reaching out, trying to grab anything they can to stop them, and the flags came out.
Holding on the offense. Penalty is declined. Third down.
So it breaks up third down. This season, you got Sunday night football all season long on ESPN. 8:15 Eastern time. This week, Elvis Gerbach on Charles Wood Chiefs and the Raiders. Monday night football, 8 o'clock. Monday night on ABC. John Elway, the Super Bowl champion. Denver Broncos take on Monday night football. Wagner with plenty of time. freshman.
The ball is not well thrown. It's a dead duck wobbling out there. Look at Alexander goes to knock it down in front of him. He makes the catch. He takes the catch to the end zone. Gas away with the score for Kansas. Play for the Jayhawks.
Garcia now on for the extra point. And it's good. They had it early in the game. And eventually went for two to get it back. We are tied at 28. Byron gas away. Caused a lot of headlines coming out of high school. Going out of Grandview, Missouri. Now he's going to do the same here in Lawrence, Kansas.
Every man has a mountain to climb.
Part of Siberia. Travis, you're here to stay out of the way.
Yo, coach, you gotta get this guy. On a chair. I'm from here. Man, you look terrible.
We want to get some work. What beer was there at the top?
Buy you beer. What is life?
Coors Light. Frost brewed. Rocky Mountain Cold.
The mighty Chrysler. 300 idea of a powerful, responsive automotive machine.
Introducing the all-new 99 Chrysler 3, the most powerful sports sedan.
As long as I've worked on this, I still get a tingle every time we open the hood.
The Chrysler 3, the technology that the soul lives on.
When you see who Mike's dating this season, you know why. He's got his hands full.
Smile and say cheese.
Spin City premieres Tuesday, September 22nd at 9, 8 Central.
Tied at 28. Jamal Fox. He gets hit hard at the 24. Jamal Wright, number three, a defensive back. Stopped him at the 24-yard line, and that's where Oklahoma State's got to go to work now.
Zach Wegner passed the gas away, ties us, but look at this. Wegner has really withstood the heat today. Pressures 11 times he's had to knock down, knocked to the ground 7 times, sacked 5 times, and yet he stays in there, made the touchdown pass when he had to. This guy really putting on the performance here for a junior today.
But the longer this goes, it's going to be tight until the end now. The more pressure there is on Tony Lindsay, the freshman of the year, the Big 12. Oklahoma State the favorite coming into this one. Lindsay out to his wide receiver, Terrence Richardson of about 8.
Terry, you were talking about the maturation process with Tony Lindsay. You said you think he'll eventually know that he's got to stay in the pocket, look for his receivers. You could see him on that play right there, go through his progression. Look down the middle, and then look to the left. And now watch him when he goes back. He's looking to the right. Now he looks to the left. And now he finds the receiver, and he throws it. That's going through the proper progression when you have the time to throw.
Which he's got to do on this drive. Anytime you go first read, if it's not there, he tucks it in.
He runs into his tackle made by Tony Lindsay.
Jamal Fox slow to get up after going head to head with Lindsay.
You know, Lindsay is not a small guy. As a matter of fact, he's 6'2", 200 pounds, and he is Bob's plus.
And he's going to get a lot bigger when you see him in shorts. The frame that he has.
He shook up his own player.
Struggling on the sideline.
Gave a stinger.
Third down, and the Jayhawks have made key stops throughout the second half.
And again, Oklahoma State defensively, it looks like David Camacho, the left tackle number 75.
Dead ball start. Still third down.
If you're Terry Allen right now, you have to be feeling pretty good about your team.
Macho 75, they moved him down. There he is, the left tackle, kind of jumped.
Anderson going into the game, didn't know what to expect. He's gotten a great game out of his defense. And his offense has handled the defensive pressure of Oklahoma State extremely well. Up to the defense. Third and 12. They moved again. This time it looked like the right tackle. Golubieski.
Good ball. Ball start. Real far down.
You know, they call Golubieski a cerebral technician. They say he's one of the smartest guys on that offensive line. Averages 6'5", 300 pounds. And also their experience. But right now, they are tired and they're moving. They're jumping.
Well, it's not crowd noise that's doing it. They can hear the calls. A lot of noise on that sideline for the J17 for Oklahoma State when we come back.
The 300 idea.
The 300 idea is the idea of a powerful, nimble automotive machine. 300 gives us all-out engineering. It's put Rio fire, the whole job we do.
Out of the Chrysler 300 came the reawakening of a natural American interest in cars.
The potential of a true sports car is something you feel. It's unique. It's exciting. It's a basic automotive experience.
Introducing the old Chrysler 300. The technology has changed, but the soul lives on.
It's Thrifty Car Rental's 40th, so let's get the show on the road. 1-800-4-CARS. Special going on at Thrifty Car Rental and Blockbuster Video. You rent a car from Thrifty, you get a free movie rental from Blockbuster Video. Just rent a car at Thrifty, you'll drive home with a free movie rental from Blockbuster Video. Get the show on the road with Thrifty Car Rental and Blockbuster Video. Call 1-800-4-CARS.
Possibly the most important play of the game coming up right now. 28. Third and 17. Windsor comes up. He's going to go down. At the 10-yard line. A loss of 8 as Bratton and Brown got this simultaneously. Came through up top, Terry at 47, but Akins the fullback, pick him up and misses him. So he gets there first. Bratton, the linebacker, gets down around the ankle. Huge play for the Kansas defense. So it's 4th and 24. You got Elder's going to use it out of his own end zone. Has much more room than he did on the last one. Back at his own 47. No pressure, going to set up a return. Good punt. Wow. Holy cow. Down at the 11-yard line. My word. Incredible. You've got Childs, Tim, a first-year player who made a mistake not fielding that. 78 yards. Punt by Elder.
If Oklahoma wins this game, you got to say that punt was a major part of it.
Well, ABC Sports presentation of college football brought to you by Engineered to be Great Marriott Hotels, Resorts. We believe when you can do anything. Thrifty Car Rental. Great cars, great rates in over 70 countries around the world. Best of all, it's Thrifty. Fidelity Investments. Where 12 million investors put their trust. Fidelity. First down, 11-yard line. A little bit of room over the right side. right, David Windbush. But you're right. That may be a defining play of Oklahoma State comes out on top of this game.
Situation where Wigner now has to use his head, can't make mistakes. They aren't winning this ball game. So he's got to move the chains. He's got 6 minutes to work. And he was throwing fairly well.
Second and 9 after the gain of one. Norris, who was injured earlier, come back in and has come back in motion. Incomplete. Jermaine Fulton wanted a contact between he and J.B. Flowers.
Cowboys on the Cowboys. They were coming with a lot of guys. There was a jailbreak. They put the pressure on Wigner. Threw it before he was ready, but he still hung in there pretty well. Watch all the orange jerseys. 3 steps Johnson knows he's got to release it. But he feels the pressure. Gets that hand up top. Gives him a little pop. Wigner, I'll be back.
He's taken a few of those. Today. Took one out of right earlier. 3 out of 9. It's third down. It's third and 9 right now. Wigner's slow reaches, but that was not a well.
You know what's amazing to me? Is that Wigner rushed that. Oklahoma State came with only a 2-man rush. When's the last time you saw that from the Cowboys? Great call. By Ryan, the defensive coordinator.
3 and out. Terry Allen's offense. Not what he needed. Ricky Thompson over on the sideline. Throughout the afternoon. Rob Ryan and his defense has not come out much at all. Low step. Matt Tyler. Tyler sending Richardson all the way back to the 32. Chance for a return though. Knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So a punt of 62 yards by Tyler. 13-yard return. Cowboys going to work on offense, trying to pull this one out.
What if your car slips off the road in Slippery Rock? Or you need the name of a mechanic in Mechanicsville. Well, if your car is insured by just look up a local State Farm agent. Almost anywhere you travel, whether it's a big metropolis or just a little one. A good neighbor is always nearby. So if your car gets stolen, Thief River Falls, or you have some trouble in paradise, hey, don't worry about it. State Farm is there.
You're born, you die. In between, you work on cars. We should all be so lucky.
Hey man, my girl left out. Could you send out? I want my baby.
Because of our passion, in design and engineering, our vehicles speak for themselves. And recently, some great things to say about our quality too. Sebring Convertible, Total Quality Award. Town and Country Quality Award. Cirrus, Best in Class Initial Quality by J.D. Power & Associates. Concord, Best in Class Initial Quality by J.D. Power & Associates. Engineered to be great cars.
The Bowl Championship Series is online with live action, game highlights, and the College Football Challenge on the web at ESPN.com.
Bob Simmons hoped he didn't have this kind of ball game. In his first game of the season, Big 12. We are tied. Look ahead. Unless someone can put a drive together in the last together, we're looking at overtime. Tony Lindsay trying to do just for the Cowboys. Quick drop, throws over the middle, incomplete. Chad Colner may have gotten a hand on it. Nathan Simmons was the intended receiver. Well, if time permits, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned for the Thrifty Car Rental post-game report. Scores and highlights across the country with John Saunders and Todd Blackledge in New York. Simmons again in at Till and Bob's throughout the day. Out for the day. A lot of work at fullback. The option to the near side. To the near side. Gets away. Almost broke up to the open field. Allen was in there. To make the stop. Had one hand around his ankle. J.J. Johnson all the way down from behind, and so did Pat Brown. You see that Brown, you got his cat on his first number 11. But I mean, they're chasing down from behind. And have they not time up that last one, I mean, he's breaking tackles to get that corner, as he did early in the game. 51-yard run for a touchdown. Third and two. He's got the first down. Had a touchdown in the third quarter. Did Halpert. This is the team to won here. Surprised everybody. Went to the Alamo Bowl. Here they are in the opening. 4 minutes left. With 4 minutes left, the game tied. They know how important this drive is to their season. Finds it on the left side. Bounces away from Allen, but Michael Allen puts him down about the 6-yard line. But another good gain on first down, and that's been so important today for both teams. It sure has. We're just talking about how important this game is for both teams. He came in. Tony called this game. Tony called this game a Cowboys to the Cowboys. Well, wait a minute, this is our first game. It's our first game. He was not mincing words. We've got to have this improved or have the same kind of season we had last year. Oklahoma State, what they did last year. They joined the elite. Their goal this year is the top 10 at least. They were 24th at the end of last season. To the Alamo Bowl. They were beaten by Purdue. Terry, we talked about the offensive line for the last time they had the ball, and they were backed up, and they were tired. They were making some mistakes. But right now, this is a group that's reaching down. Watch it, push off. Move the chain, so it's first and 10. Offensive line helping him inside the 25 to the 24 to the 24. Kansas defense now looking like a tired defense. Actually, the offensive line for Oklahoma State looks tired too. They're getting the job done. They're getting the job done. They get that momentum going. They're pushing guys out of there. Like a couple of fighters that barely keep their feet. A lot of experience on that offensive play at this point. Jeremy Offutt, the center. 21 straight starts. Ryan Aikens now for Halpert. Bob to the outside. Tim Bowers, the outside linebacker, who is more like a defensive back. Wrapped them up in the back. Coming Tuesdays, this fall, Jefferson and Archie Bunker all rolled into one. Great guy. DL moved to the birds from the hood. Tuesdays, this fall, September 22nd, ABC. I thought you were a huge deal. So you got your head done. Thank you. Another key third down will be set back in the second half. Quick drop, almost made the catch at the 15. Sean Love had it in his hands. And dropped. That may have been dropped. That may have been twice, as a matter of fact. Sean Love was the big play guy last year. He was voted captain Friday night by his teammates. He almost comes up with a huge play. Touched by the defender, but almost pulled it in. They're going to place this down at the 34-yard try. Tim Simmons, the junior out of Oklahoma City. Long enough, and it is good. Simmons with a 44-yard field goal. The Cowboys take the lead. 31-28 with just over 2 minutes left in the game. And so it comes down to this. Kansas going to take this kickoff, and it's up to Zach Wegner now to put together what would be the most important drive of his young career. First of all, he's got to play with himself, not trying to do it all. He's got 3 timeouts to work 2 or 1. Also, they will stop the clock every time they get a first down, and the receivers can use the sideline. So all they have to do is run their offense. They got their offense. They got the 2-minute drill. They work on it all the time in practice.
impressive scoring drive by the Cowboys. On the offensive, it was holes, opened some holes, plays, 27 yards, and then of course the 44-yard field goal. Which was in the air, looked like it was in slow motion.
A lot of humidity up in that air. It hung up there for a while. Rush Whitman handles the kickoff duty. Mitch Bowles has to go through his hands and back where he'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. So they've got to go 80 yards in 1 minute and 53 seconds to win it. Now next Saturday, prime-time matchup. Audrey Jackson leads the Irish against Michigan State. At 8 o'clock Eastern time, a great rivalry continues there at 3:30 Eastern in the afternoon. Texas, UCLA, Cape McNown, Kansas, Missouri, and Florida State, another one of those games right here on ABC. 17 out of 31. Those numbers don't matter right now. Minute 53 to get it done for Zach Wagner. Plenty of time on. And West picked it off in the air. Kenyatta Wright may have been the guy to get a hand on it. Another interesting call, too, Kerry. This is the team that likes to bring 8 and 9 guys. They only had 3 guys. Wagner had plenty of time and fit it in underneath the secondary. Watch the secondary. Right now, there's only 3 guys rushing. See him up front. Right now, he sees Wright. He sees the linebacker. Still tries to feed it in there and get it to, and it just impossible pass to complete. West had the touchdown after the interception earlier in the game. Plenty of time, but no one was open, as you mentioned. Fulton was covered, and Wright was right there. I'm not sure he saw Wright. He had plenty of time, but tried to fit it in and just couldn't. So West on the sideline. Can't celebrate yet, though. 3 timeouts left for Kansas. Oklahoma State keep it on the ground. But to put this away with the 3 timeouts of there is time left after the possession. Obviously, Oklahoma State needs more than a field goal to feel all that safe. See, Oklahoma State is a team that has been with Coach Simmons long enough to know that they can win the games in tight-fit situations. Kansas is just going through the rebuilding stage. Terry Allen, and they're in that stage, where they still hope to win. In the beginning, you think you can win, and you hope you can win, then you expect to win, then you expect to win. Oklahoma State expected to win this in the fourth quarter. Defense now out there is tired, it's run down. I think they're thinking, oh, man, here we go again. Yeah, you look at the Chevrolet. Most valuable players of the game. Came up with the second interception of the day. And Zach Wagner of Kansas, who had a great day as well, but a couple of mistakes to haunt it. Came back to haunt it. Chevrolet donation will be made to each scholarship fund to reward outstanding students. Their academic achievements and to assist those in financial need. It's been a Chevrolet tradition for more than a century. He's going to get the job done here. Take a little more time. Kevin Brown, fights his way down to about the 13. Inside the 10 to about the 7. Cannot fault the efforts of Allen's players today. They'll stop the clock right now with a timeout. But Zach Wagner, the offense, so sick. The number 112, and I think right now they put that to rest a little bit. 28 points against one of the better defenses in the Big 12 in the country last year. Let's give Rob Ryan and Simmons their due too. They did a fine job at Oklahoma State when things looked tough early on. Some great calls by Rob Ryan there. The 3-man rush. I think they dropped everybody back to the pass coverage. You guys did a nice job. I thought he's talented as he is. He's going to be a great player. I thought showed a little youth today. Well, you've also got Simmons in the backfield, though, to give it to. You need the tough yards. They did so on, and they did the last couple of drives. Big 12, what are your thoughts on the Big 12? This one, the Big 12. This one, they've got you a little bit. Corbin Jones, Michael Bishop, Tony Lindsay, and Zeigler's going to be a player. Wigner's going to be a player. Wigner's going to be a player too. 3rd and 1. Lindsay tucks it, runs, gets to the goal line, and he gets the touchdown. Tony Lindsay. This one is over. Well, a good look today at one of the premier young quarterbacks in this league. Tony Lindsay wasn't perfect, just like the bowl game last year in the Alamo Bowl, but he's got talent, and he makes the decisions most of the time. Puts him in a great position. He is big. Helps the Big 12 top high school player in Denver in 96. Told you about his dad playing football. Here's a guy. He got laser surgery in March on his heart. And rehabbed, and here he is playing. Scoring the exclamation point on his first win of the 1998 season. Now Lindsay coming back from that Bob Simmons, his coach, is well-publicized, had a kidney transplant. His wife Linda, the donor in the spring, 10 days before spring practice, I think it was, and kept it secret. Not many people knew about it at all. That's the way he wanted it, person in terms of all the personal issues in his life. But then it changed his perspective on what's important. Now this is why this game is so important. Oklahoma State too. At Tulsa. Mississippi State at home, but that's the only home game in the first 6 games of the season. Nebraska at Kansas City on October 3rd, and then at Texas, Kansas State, which Kansas State, of course, may be one of the top 5 teams in the country. Too many of those ads. That's not good. You don't like those ads. Once you get past the ads, you've got some Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Southwest Louisiana, and Baylor. There's a game at Texas will certainly be no pushover. Mitch Bowles decides to bring it out. Terry, the story of this game, Oklahoma State scoring points, all 3 Kansas